and, turn back into a pumpkin because mom life continues. You're watching Life with Charmsie. Good morning. Yes. Hi. Good morning. Oh, who's that? Oh, look at Mr. Good morning. Welcome back to my vlog. I'm looking a little shiny, I think. What I'm doing right now is what I'm calling my weekly makeovers. Mom life makes it hard to really get my hair done, maintenance of nails, toes, this and that. And so I told myself if I can pick one day a week and pamper myself on that day, it fills up my cup for the rest of the days. So I'm trying to make it my Fridays possibly. And so I just did my hair and it is drying now. I did a little self-tanner on my face, cut my nails, and I'm gonna do a little fast, like insta-dry nail polish. I like to do a red color, and it dries really quickly. And then I'm gonna do my makeup and actually do it without rushing. So that feels good. So I will check back in when that is done. All right, I just did some bulk filming. I tried to do a bunch of TikToks and some Instagram reels as fast as I could because I don't look like this on the day-to-day, so you gotta take advantage of when you're done up. So now I am going to actually film probably some style stuff and then get some cooking happening and, turn back into a pumpkin because mom life continues. Quick grocery run, and then I'm doing some meal prep. So I'm putting some stuff in the slow cooker, and then I'm also going to be doing some other stuff as well and just prep it. So in the nights, I just pull from whatever we've got and I don't have to think so hard. So I'm prepping some food right now. Sorry about the noise. My son is watching something to do with Godzilla right now. We're on all sorts of interests. So we're sea animals, the dash of Godzilla, and today we got into King Tut a little bit. I always love when this interest change because we dive right in. Anyway, I am going to prep some food because I don't want to cook tomorrow, so I'm going to do as much as I can today. I just put some like little steak thingies in slow cooker, which is not something I normally would do, but I like the idea that you can leave it for a while and it will marinate really well and all of that. So I have to think about what I'm going to do with it after. And then all of a sudden my son is into stewed chicken drumsticks. I couldn't imagine that he would actually eat it because he's really selective. I told him it's like he's like a dinosaur, like chomping to the drumstick, and actually worked and he ate it. Listen, every time we can add a new food to the list of foods he eats, makes me really happy. So I'm gonna make him a little snack right now, and then I'm gonna continue prepping. As a side note, if you have picky eaters, gotta get really creative. One day I told him the mandarins were Gruffalo eyes, and that's when he decided to finally try them, and now he loves them. Next time. So I just wiped my screen and it's completely clear now. So always remember, when you have kids that touch your phone, clear it before you take any pictures or videos. It makes such a difference. So if you follow me on other social channels, I have shared that my eldest is autistic. It's not something I have openly or deliberately shared on my YouTube channel, but I think I just might mention it here and there because it definitely makes parenting unique in certain ways. When I was talking about food, there are some factors with, being really selective with different foods because of textures and different sensory things. But also I'm mentioning it because of all of his different interests that are just so fascinating. So he has been into the Gruffalo for a long time, which is a UK children's book. And after several months of being so into that, he just suddenly switched into dinosaurs, and then dinosaurs kind of merged into sea animals and then prehistoric fish. So the names of some of these creatures just had me, tongue-tied trying to repeat them to him. And something that I like to do is like I'll Google animal charts or whatever it is, and it'll have a breakdown of, sometimes it's the anatomy of an animal, or sometimes it's like just the different names of the different species, whatever. And I'll print it off, and he likes to like look at that in the car when we're like heading to school or wherever. Hello, mister. What would you like?
Sea animals.
Sea animals, okay. I could go on and on, really and truly. If this is something that is of interest, maybe I'll share little bits here and there in future videos. But I taught him how to use the remote on the TV, just so he could feel like he has, some control over it too. And obviously we monitor, and we have one of those remotes where you could talk into it and say what you want to watch. So he'll do like YouTube, sea animals, and stuff like that. So first of all, I didn't even know those remotes existed. I don't know. We are in the future, guys. It's crazy. We are turning into the Jetsons. Maybe that's not normal. Maybe that's normal to some of you, but I'm still like, what? And because of the nature of the things that he likes to watch, I'm okay with the TV time, because it's a lot of stuff where he's literally learning things, and it helps him with his speech as well. He learns what they call scripts, and that helps him communicate. So for a child that may have like a speech delay, an autistic child that might use like echolalia to speak, what they do is they use scripts that they pick up either from books or people saying it to them or videos, and then they will kind of memorize it and use it sometimes in context, sometimes not in context, but he tends to use it in context. So if I could think of a little example, I'll tell you right now. I just need a minute. Hold on. I used to have so many examples, but the one that is most present right now is he heard it in some video where it says, "What's that? I know what it is." And so he uses that a lot now. So if you want some information from us, he'll point at something or show us something and say, "What's that? I know what it is." And he wants us to say that and then give him the answer of what it is. And that's how he learns what it is. Really, really fascinating and amazing way of, communicating in a different way. So I've learned so much from him. And yeah, anyways, I could go on and on. We are pretty much finished seasoning up the chicken. I'm gonna let it sit and marinate for a couple hours, and then I will cook it for later. Beans and onions, some sweet potato, and some carrots. These will probably be seasoned up and cooked again, but at least they're prepped, and it will just make everything a lot faster later. So I used to be really bad at making rice. Like, it would just never turn out. And then I finally got a hack to make it turn out every single time. So if that's you, listen up and I will show you. Really easy. I'm about to wash my rice. I have 2 cups of rice here, which means I'm gonna cook with 4 cups of water. So 2 cups of rice, I want 4 cups of water. If I'm cooking 1 cup of rice, I want 2 cups of water. 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Okay, so keep that in mind. But first I'm gonna rinse it, and I'm just gonna rinse it until the water runs clear. 4 cups of water in total. Okay, so I just added some seasoning. That's why it looks a little cloudy. I added some salt and some onion powder. You can do whatever you like, or you can leave it plain. So I have it on high heat, and I'm gonna wait for this to start to boil a little bit. All right, now that it's boiling, I want you to do a little stir. Then you're going to put your cover on. Turn your heat down to low and wait 18 minutes. I know it sounds crazy and random, but it works. This is the rice that I'm using today, in case anybody is like a brand new in the kitchen. Hopefully this helps you out. Let me know if it does. All right, it's time. Ta-da! And we're gonna add some. All right, now I'm just gonna move it around a little bit. I told you guys, 18 minutes. If you are someone that never has any luck with rice, just try it. And I promise you, it will change the game for you. I mean, obviously you can use a rice cooker as well, but if you're not using a rice cooker and you want to know, there you go. And here's my little meal prep dinner for tonight. And a moment for baby feet, because they're just the best. My son's little aquarium. There's quite a few of these around the house. And Play-Doh and clay is pretty therapeutic for him. He likes to make sea creatures. That is a dugong that he's really into. It's so fascinating to watch. A dugong is similar to a manatee, and we've learned so many different creatures because he will say them to us and have us research them. So the vlogs are probably a little out of sorts when it comes to the days, but this was one of the mornings that I just took down my hair, and that's how I save the curls overnight in a bonnet. And if you hear my son, it's because I'm holding him right now as I do this voiceover. Whatever works, right? Just for fun, if you got this far into the vlog so far, comment below saying I'm here. So transitioning from one child to two is always going to be a challenge, but we have some additional things, you know, as I mentioned, with sensory. So when the baby cries, it's really hard for my eldest. As you see, he wears headphones because of his ears are really sensitive to sounds. And naturally, sharing attention is hard for any child. So we like to encourage little moments of interactions without really pushing too far. On this morning, he asked for some pancakes, so I made those, and then I made myself eat something proper. And we actually went to a pet store. Sometimes that is, you know, just a fun little activity to do. And hey, it's free. We're going to make some dough. We got our bowl. You got the scissors. Okay, let mommy use the scissors. Here's a little clip of a little homemade YouTube video we made just for fun so he could watch himself.
Need the dough.
Need the dough. All right, keeping it really basic with keeping it really easy, keeping it really basic with okay, I'm a strong believer in having uniforms, so outfits that you wear over and over again. They are just foolproof. They fit you well. Do you look good in them? You feel good in them. So I'm going to show you one of my uniforms. This is it. So this bodysuit here is old ASOS. I love the color. I think it looks really good with my hair color. And then these jeans are Abercrombie jeans. I love a light wash jeans. I think this is kind of interesting, this detail here, and I love the fit. It's kind of vintage looking. So mom life kind of interrupted that filming process, so that actually did not make it to Instagram Reels. And that's what happens sometimes. That's just the reality of content creation as a mom. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Trying to document these moments because they go so fast. Side note, if you ever have to give a gift to someone having a baby and they don't have a registry, or it's like a birthday or whatever, I think this would be a really cool combo as a gift. This is like a big giant caterpillar for tummy time. And then you can do the Hungry Caterpillar, which you can't go wrong with. This is such a staple, classic book. And that way you don't have to worry about sizing or anything. And if they have multiple kids, it's great too, because, you know, they can pass this down. My brother sent this for Christmas as a gift for the baby. And then we already had this, but I was just looking at them together and thinking, wow, this is really cute. Because I always love a theme, so it could be like a little caterpillar theme gift. Just wanted to share that idea. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's a little bit longer, a little bit more personal, and hopefully we continue this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.